yeah,
I'd love to. Can you start again? Yeah.
No problem.
8 hours behind, isn't she?
Cool. Yeah. So what we're looking at the moment. So Ugenie consists of 3 pieces of tech. There's the members side. So where your members or your clients will look at the content. This is the web version. We have the same thing on our Ugenie mobile app. So you can download Ugenie and join a private community, or we can white label that app and it could be your own branded app. Then there's the admin portal, which I'll show you guys next. So when your members land into Ugenie, and what people are doing at the moment is that we give them a bespoke link, which they plug into their website. So for example, on your website, you might have a sign in button where people can just sign in. And then it takes care of your whole customer or member management. What you're seeing here is all of the navigation buttons. And there's a few things that actually she's not using that I'll show you in another community so you can get a full sense of the functionality. But we have our newsfeed. We've designed Ugenie to be more like Facebook and LinkedIn rather than a WhatsApp or a Slack, just to keep things organized. And part of that starts with all the stuff that's up here. So you can filter the whole community by various groups. So it's not like you go into other groups, you can actually just filter based on someone's membership. They can also filter based on the tags that you guys create. So for each community, for example, they will create different, Athena has different tags, or everybody has different tags. And then they can filter the newsfeed based on that tag. So if someone really just wanted to see everything based on, for example, marketing, they could then filter the newsfeed and all of the different content based on that. The other bits that are up here are a search bar. And again, there's one-to-one messaging built in, so people can message each other. Notification management, and then their own profiles to be able to add photos, bio information, etc. And I'll show you guys that in a second. So in the news feed, you've got the ability for members to post. We have a little bit more. We made it a little bit more detailed in terms of the way people post, because we also want to keep the members' content organized, right? And the tags is a big part of that. So they can add a title, the details of the post. They can tag other members as well, just like other platforms. Add media, so whether that's a photo, we are just adding document upload as well from a member perspective. Admins can already do it. And then they can choose who gets to see the content, what it's about, and potentially when it will expire. Because that's the other thing for us. We built Ugenie to bring people, I was very frustrated with Facebook and all the notifications I was receiving about irrelevant content. So the idea here is everything has been designed to try to make everything super relevant in the community. So then this is something that she's posted. This, to refresh, this is a mastermind that's being currently run within Ugenie, and she's launching a membership next year. So, they can message her from straight from here as well. Or if it was another member, it would open up a message between the other member. There's tagging, and there's hyperlinking. So I won't go, I'll just do a quick little scroll so you can kind of get a sense of it. But, photo upload, video, we support all of that sort of thing. You can create open and closed groups. So if you have, if it's a membership and you want to do a paid group within that or a paid program, you can set up a closed group. I have a corporate client, I have a coach that does corporate clients, and she's got one group for each corporate client because she runs one master community. There's a members directory as well. So if you want people to be able to connect with one another and see each other's profiles, here they haven't done that. They haven't really added their profiles, but you can see, what that other person has posted. Quick note, we can turn as many of these off as well. So if there's, for example, you didn't want the members directory, that can be turned off. The calendar functionality is actually something we're growing. She hasn't added much in here, but we've started doing a lot of virtual summits inside the community as well. And so we added the ability to have like a day schedule, an agenda. And so we're trying to really enhance the virtual summit and the virtual event side of the platform, so it can be all in one. And we'll probably just do a Zoom integration. We're not going to build like our own streaming software, but make Zoom really work quite well inside the community. Then you've got your kind of media libraries. So there's here a video library, a document library, and then the two things that she's not using are our marketplace and our offers section. And the marketplace is really what it says on the tin. It's a member's ability to share and buy, sell goods with each other, because we also work with social groups, like residential blocks of flats. So it's a very social feature. But the offers section, which let me go into another community and see if someone has set it up. I think he set it up. So in terms of, this is another one of our new communities launching in January. Actually, no, he started bringing people in. He has got offers from partners that he wants to share with his community. So affiliates, sponsors, whatever that might be that he wants to then monetize, those are in here. I need to get that fixed. So we've got a lot of people, and we track this all in the back end in terms of visibility. So you can actually tell your partner, your sponsor, this is the number of clicks, this is the number of people who looked at your website. You can drop in affiliate links and that sort of thing. So this is the members side. And again, we can kind of curate these buttons to say, if you wanted the members directly be called something else, we can do all of that. I'm going to pop over to the administrative side so you can see how everything runs.
Can you just show the videos? Are there different ways to lay out the videos, like different levels? For example, say, you know, we have an area called mental wellness, and within mental wellness, we have like 10 pages, and within one page, we have like 5 or 6 videos. So it's almost like 3 levels.
We're currently working on folders. And so I reckon that will take care of that. We have a new client that just signed with us that's so important to them that they're actually paying for bespoke development. So within the next 8 to 12 weeks, we will also have folders. And I think that will be your levels, for example.
I mean, when you talk about folders, are they literally folders, or can they be thumbnails, clickable thumbnails?
Explain to me the difference.
Well, I mean, is it a folder? It's just a folder. Like,
so they'll click on a
file,
folder, they'll see
picture.
everything that's in it, right? And then they'll click on a folder, they'll see everything that's in it. So it's just going to be a way to create those levels. I think you and I are saying the same thing. It's just I can't show it to you yet because we haven't built it.
Yeah, I mean, is the folder like a file image, or is it going to be a thumbnail that's like a YouTube thumbnail where people can click in on a picture?
The folder will have lots of stuff in it, right? So we wouldn't necessarily say that there'll be a thumbnail on the folder itself, but when you click the folder, for example, you'll see everything that's in it.
Okay, well, that's exactly what we don't want. Let me show you what we need, because that would be like so fundamental.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
because so these are the levels. So for example, we have here module 1, module 2, and so on. And then and then say these are all thumbnails, like pictures, right? It says like maybe mental wellness. Module 6 is mental wellness. And then within mental wellness, you have like, you know, because obviously one is Emma's courses in there. So then submodule 1 is sort of Emma's face or Emma's banner. And then people can click onto the banner and then get onto Emma's sub videos or like one page where she has all the information. So it's almost like 3 levels. So level 1 is like mental wellness as like a general. Then when you click into mental wellness, you have there Emma and some other people. So you might have 9 or 10 sub courses, and within each of the sub module, there's another page that we need.
So essentially, from a technical perspective, that is folders with an icon, essentially. And so,
basically,
it is still folders. It's the way that it's organized from a technical perspective. We can obviously
and what sort of information, what sort of information each icon has on it. Like, it would be great just to have like an overview as to, you know, who this course is for, and that kind of stuff before people get into the detail. This is where the complexity starts in what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like a very bespoke feature. If you're looking for something a bit off the shelf, what you're going to probably end up having to do is either build everything from scratch or have, for example, somebody like us build you that specific thing in a bespoke fashion. So what we could say is, I wouldn't say necessarily it's 100% going to be exactly what you want, right? We could have folders, we could put icons on those folders. That probably wouldn't be too difficult. But the exact visual kind of representation that you want would probably be a bit of bespoke development that we'd have to quote you for an edition, for example. So just from a technical perspective, unless you're building it from scratch, I think what you're looking for probably is a platform that can have a bit of bespoke development on top rather than be completely off the shelf, if that makes sense. Let me go back and finish showing you the admin dashboard. Because I'll talk to you about...
I mean, the calendar is great. I like the events tab as well, and the marketplace is something we definitely would like to use as well. But then the video area will be like the bulk of it.
Yeah. So I think this is why the other client has said to us, this is what we need in addition, right? We love 90% of what you have. It saves us a lot of money to not have to build it on our own, but we need this additional thing. So when they're essentially financing for everybody the additional stuff on videos. I mean, that's the way that kind of our platform works, where we can build some bespoke stuff for you. When I talk to you about pricing, you'll also understand why we can't do everything bespoke. It's, in terms of affordability, it's quite reasonable pricing. So let me just show you the admin dashboard, and then I can talk you through some pricing as well. And then of course you guys can let me know if this still seems relevant. So the admin dashboard is your place where you will manage everything. You'll see the number of members you have, how many people have joined, who they are. You can create different tiers of membership as well. So for example, if you have a low £10 a month membership and £100 a month membership, you can create those different tiers, show different people different things, see the activity feed of what's going on. I'm going to do just a very quick look at the members area and find myself, because there's actually real data in here. So you can see the number of users, how many people are coming back per week. And this is different for everyone depending on your objectives and what you want. This particular community, just to give you context, is a membership for high net individuals. So it's a global membership. And you can export your data with you. You can search the members. Let me just find myself so that I can show you the actual inside of the data. You'll see when someone last logged in, do they opt into the directory? If you need to block them, if they've added any information about themselves, I'm just an admin and I'm helping them, so I haven't done anything there. But you'll also see when the person joined, when they were last active, if they've commented or made any posts. You can understand your kind of member engagement and whatnot. Groups, so you can create
Can
those.
You see, so can you see also progress of videos watched in different areas?
That's what we're working on with this new client.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the e-learn, what they want us to do is lock videos until someone has watched like the first one, kind of thing. So we're working on that as we speak, and introducing that kind of e-learning capacity in the next few months. So unfortunately, I can't show you what it looks like, but it is a work in progress, and those are the types of things that we're building. Mm-hmm. The announcements are, so these are the different things where you add elements. You've got the calendar that that I mentioned already. If you want to drop in Zoom links, Eventbrite links, wherever it is that you might do the RSVP or the event management if people are paying for things, deciding who gets to see what, which is the same thing with the announcements. Announcements is what's in your newsfeed. So adding the video, the document, the image, and who is it for, what is it about. You can schedule content as well. So if you want to pre-schedule things, just go out at regular intervals. We've got an email announcement feature that we've launched recently, so we're continuing to enhance it. But what we realized is, getting anybody to use anything new, no matter how great it is, no matter, even if they're paying for it, it takes time to change their behavior. Mm-hmm. So we just launched like a basic email feature where you can send announcement reminders, that sort of thing, attaching a document if needed. And then even if it's just one person, if you're running a small program and just one person needs to get that email, we can do individual emailing from here, and then you can schedule it. I'll just show you quickly the partners area, because the videos and documents everything's very similar in terms of the way that we're posting it, the title, the description, attaching the video document and showing it who it's for. We'll have obviously an additional module about our ability here to put it, which folder, which subgroup, etc. Like as we build that will come live here. And then again, when you want that to be visible to and from. So if you wanted it to expire and disappear from the platform. The partners area, this is where they're adding all their partners. We're keeping track of the number of clicks, the number of views. Are people going through, redeeming their by email? If they do redeem by email, you get a BCC, so you really do get the visibility of whether people are leveraging your opportunities in the system. Your members post, so as people are posting, if you want to keep track of, what people are saying inside the community, if you want to engage with it from here, and then the ability to message with your members as well. And then the final bit I'll show you, and then if you have any further questions, is just the configurations. So we don't lock any features. You can use whichever features you want at will. You can turn them on and off as you want. This is where you create your member types, your hashtags. So all of this is in your control. You can change it as much as you guys want. You can have as many admins. So we also don't lock the number of admins. So if you had 5, 6, 7 admins, the security bit that we've added in terms of if you don't want people to see the membership data, you can revoke that from certain admins. So you can say that they don't see the email addresses or any of the member data, which has been important for some of our franchise-based clients. We have security settings. So, do you want to be visible on our network? Do you want people to be able to post without approval, show first and last name, or just their initials? Again, from a privacy perspective, branding it so that it looks and feels like your brand. Even though, at the basic level, we don't build everyone their own app, but we do want it to feel and look like yours. And then again, here to change all of the different areas. And then we have a Vimeo integration, because although we have YouTube as well, and you can upload short videos on our platform as well, a lot of times the video content on YouTube can still be shared. Even if you make it private, even if you make it unsubscribed, people find a way to share it. Whereas in Vimeo with a pro account, you can lock it. So that's why we've created a Vimeo integration. So I think that, that's at high level what we do. If you're also running multiple communities as an administrator, it's quite easy to go back and forth between other communities. Now in this one, I'm logged in as one person, but if I log into a different one, I think another advantage potentially could be, if you guys are thinking of using it for different community types, is the ability to switch back and forth between your communities, and easily be able to go between the different ones. So yeah, I don't know if there's any questions I can answer.
Can you just show me a little bit more on the e-learning side, what's possible in terms of uploads, workbooks, videos, text?
I can't show you yet because we haven't built it, but in terms of what you can upload anything. I mean, even right now you can upload PDFs, JPEGs, Excel, Word, video. So the media can be uploaded. All types of media can already be uploaded into our document or video library. What we're working on is organization of those things, right? So being able to create areas for a specific program or a specific topic. And then the next step beyond that will be, so the particular functionality we're building at the moment is these guys want somebody can only get module 2 once they've done module 1 and they've done like a survey. So they need like proof that they've actually read the first module. So we're building that for them right now.
Okay.
And that high level, that's what we're doing for them.
And are you thinking about, you said only short videos can be uploaded, so you would prefer people to have all their stuff on Vimeo, for example?
Yeah, so it's 300 MB, so it's still a decent size file. But the reason I also do that is that let's say you choose in a year to build your own platform, or you choose to go to another platform. If it's already hosted on your own Vimeo or YouTube, you won't have to spend time downloading things. You won't have to kind of, change it. If you already own and control your content on a Vimeo platform, it's easier for you to transition if you ever choose to do that. But you can, 300 mega, it's not small. So I said small, but you can upload those things natively as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Okay. So can you talk about a little bit pricing?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 4 options essentially. I'll try to keep it simple, but we've got our web only. So if you said, let's say, the mobile side isn't really that important to us, we just want it to be web friendly. And of course, if we're making this as web responsive, mobile responsive as possible, it's £35 a month for up to 500 members. If you need more than that, obviously we can talk about, and you've already mentioned you can have 1,000. So we can create, for us, over 500, it becomes enterprise almost, because we work with lots of small communities. But that's £35 a month. If you decided you actually think the mobile app is important as well, and sitting within our app, so if they download Ugenie but they join your community, that's £65 a month. And then if you wanted your own app, if you said, okay, this is actually great, we like it, let's have our own app on the Google Play and iOS store, there's a £3,000 setup fee, and then it's £250 maintenance. That's for us just to run your app for you. So that's a kind of like set price model. We also, and I don't know if this one would ever work for you, maybe it will for one of the businesses you've mentioned, we have a collaborative revenue share model as well, in where we charge a lower price point. So it's £50 a month for web and app. So it's all the functionality. And we share a percentage of what's generated from the membership. So for example, we have several clients who share 10% of what they generate. But what that does is it unlocks members. You can have as many members as you want. You can grow to like 1 million people. All I know is I can afford to run the platform. And then also we become more of a partner. So we can have strategic meetings. We can support your growth and that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we really want to help our communities grow, right? You grow, we grow together. So it doesn't work for every business model, but for some it works really well.
Okay, well, that's really good to know. Do you think you're going to have some sort of affiliate tracking or integration at some point?
At some point, I wouldn't want to promise it like it's going to be one of our next features, but yes, it's really important to me. I think underlying what I would really like to do is make sure that we can help you earn, right? Earn from the platform. So it's not just a community space or a membership space. Why we built the offer section already. So we wanted to build that infrastructure. But what we want to do is to be able to do two things. One, really help you guys grow your affiliate programs and earn, make this monetize itself. But also we're building a black book of partners so that we can cross promote as well, to say, hey, such and such, we've got this great offer for business women. Would you like to put it into your community? And so we can potentially be sourcing things that would benefit your members, but then you can earn from. And that's just something initiative I'm working on in the background. So short answer to your question is yes.
So because I see obviously the affiliate tracking on the front end, so what we have is about 30 contributors of different courses. So they would like to, obviously promote the whole platform to their members or to their audience. So that's a front end affiliate rather than, yes, the marketplace I understand, and I could earn some affiliate commission from them selling stuff within. But on the front end, it's like they can actually go and get members for this whole platform. That's what I was asking.
Fine.
And that potentially actually also connects up with the question of the integration of a cart or like a payment processor to be tracked.
Yeah. Well, the payments, yes, we're going to be building payments, but the way our first priority is to be able to help you collect your payment in the first place rather than with an affiliate thing in mind. So, what we want to be able to do is people can sign up for the register for your portal. Our goal is to use Stripe. That's the kind of payment provider that we are going to integrate with. We think it's better than PayPal, but maybe we'll do both. But the idea is that they can register, pay to be a member, get access all in one go, and you don't have to worry about that, right? So that's our first step. Second step for us will be actually payments within the platform, so people being able to upsell, buy things, etc. So the affiliate thing, the way that you're describing it, is a bit further away in terms of, and I think in probably the best advice I would probably say is using another platform to do your affiliate tracking of who's buying the course. We can do I can hack everything, right? I could teach you, say like, look, everybody has a specific link. So if we go into the admin dashboard, there is this link which is specific to you. So we could put that into another affiliate software, and you could give everybody their own link or etc. and keep track of it. I know I'm going to be doing affiliate within the system. I don't know if we're going to be doing affiliate the way you've described, in all honesty, but that might change, right? We're always adding new things that we want to add.
Yeah, but you're saying it is possible. Obviously, there are other standalone affiliate tracking software, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is their own tracking link, as in like.
So this specific link is, for example, if you sent it out on your website, if you had a sign up button, you put this link in, and Ugenie is a multi-community platform, right? We have lots of people using, and we've got people who are also in multiple communities already. So in that model, it is your potential user may be in multiple communities, either that you run or in other people's as we grow. So what this link does is that when they register, they only see you. It's a bespoke registration link to this particular community.
Okay, understand. And every member has their own link, basically.
Every community has their own link.
Okay.
And if you want to invite members to have their own link, you can also invite by email. So if you knew that 100 people you wanted to join, you can invite them by their email, and then they'll get a bespoke invitation as well, and then the system will recognize them. So I guess it's two different things. You have a community link for the whole community. So Flourishing Introverts has a link that they can send out to anybody who can register. But they can also, when she knew who her mastermind members were, she dropped their emails in here, and she sent them a invitation by email to their email address to say, hey, you've been invited to join our community, click here, and then that's specific to that user.
Okay. So say you had a sales page, you have a sales page somewhere outside, then it goes through a cart, and then what you would integrate it, or do I have to go manually add members at the moment?
two ways. People are choosing to do it both ways. So some people want to send that personal invite, and so they wait to get the payment, then they come into here and then they invite. And actually what we're launching next week is a default invitation that you can create. So that's up to you. Or you can do it the other way around, where I've got that other community I was showing you, CEO Central, which is launching. What he's done is he's used his link that when people make the payment, they get an automatic email saying, congratulations for joining CEO Central. Our community is hosted on Eugenie's platform, or it's hosted here, because it's good to describe it, right? They're still going to understand that it's powered by us. And then he puts that community specific link in there, and then they can register and join. So what he's done is he's kept his community private on our network, so nobody can join accidentally, but open, meaning it's an automated process.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so I think there's just one other question. I forgot about it now.
Should I go ahead and stop the share at the moment? Emma,
yeah. So
any questions? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Sabine. If you had another one, right?
I've got. Yeah, I think for us it would be more like to see how the learning, because the fundamental thing that we wouldn't be very interested in the newsfeed, because imagine there's organizations joining. That was the question. Like, if one organization was going to join, could we have a one organizational kind of login, like as the one? And then because that's what kind of worried me is, like, if you set up the one and then 1,000 people log in with the same username and password, there would be some issues when someone else is already logged in.
Yeah. No, I would make
how
sure,
would that kind of stuff work?
I would recommend everybody have their own login, that you don't have just an organization login, that each person in that organization can log in as themselves, because otherwise you can't keep track of what people are doing.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, that's true. And the other thing is, also the whole data kind of cleansing. What if someone's leaving the organization? How do you delete their account and all that kind of stuff? How do you know about all that stuff?
So two things, right? You can delete it from the system if you know they've left. They can also delete their account, which most people actually don't do. They just delete the app and they think they're done. But what our process is when someone is deleted is within 6 months, it'll go through our kind of internal GDPR processes where we will cleanse them from our system. But of course, they have to let us know that they've left, or you have to delete them manually, right? So there's no way for us to know that someone has left. Now, what we'll introduce probably next year is if someone hasn't been active for 6 months, they'll get an automated kind of saying, you haven't been active, we're going to cleanse your account. And then they'll have an opportunity to say, no, I'm still here, I just haven't used it.
Been able to do it, yeah. Or you could just ping them an email. Could you just like sort of filter the people that haven't been active for 6 months and then sort of just give them a push notification?
So we've already got the ability to track who's doing what, and I actually do encourage a lot of our clients to make sure they're watching that, because for the kind of smaller businesses where membership is monthly or quarterly, right? If your member's not using the platform, they're going to leave. So it is important for them to be, so you have that visibility.
I was going to say that's key. And also, we're thinking about an annual membership. So how do you have a trigger renewal? Or, I mean, obviously when you talk to larger organizations, you'll have to have these conversations with the account people anyway. But in terms of, is there an expiry, unless they renew, or how does that?
And when we add payments, that stuff work. Once payments is integrated, all of that stuff will be automated. At this stage, since we don't handle the payments, we don't handle that bit yet.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have the signal as like this person hasn't paid, especially when you have like monthly payment plan or something and someone's not paid. Obviously, you gonna seize their access.
Yeah, which is why payments is our next big feature.
It's gonna be your next one. Okay, yeah, I can see some potential synergies, and I think it may be for you a few months away until we can really have that conversation, because I'd like to see the tiers potentially, because that's going to be fundamental for us. The marketplace is amazing. I like that. I like the fact that you can really send a message out there. The calendar is exactly what we want to do, and also summits, having lunchtime trainings, all this kind of stuff that is key for us as well. So there's a lot of ticks, I would say. So potentially can you keep me like updated and maybe show what you're going to do on the video side of things?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then you would also say it has to be on Vimeo. So it's something I need to go back and discuss.
It
and
doesn't
see
have
how
to
we could
be.
do
It
that.
can be on YouTube. You could upload the videos.
Yeah, we know, with just YouTube, you know, you have all the ads and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, we want to eliminate that as well. We have it on YouTube right now. So we're actually preparing the ground for a migration next year, because we've got something now. It's kind of working, but it's not ideal. And so we're going to prepare the grounds and at least get all the videos and see what we're going to do with them and sort of cleanse the pages. We've got about 50 pages at the moment. So, you know, but yeah, I think it has good potential. And I like the fact that, you know, it's more like we could have these conversations, like we would need this, that, and the other, and can we tweak this? Well, that's not quite working. I think it's good to have a partner like this and potentially also have a partnership going forward. So let me speak to, if you can send me the recordings, I can speak to, or you know, send it to my partner as well, and then we can continue conversation, you know, when you guys are ready as well with the other features.
Yeah, sounds good.
Payments, it's okay. We don't need it like for corporates because you take payment differently anyway. But one of the things I would definitely say is the affiliate. I mean, because we have already 30 collaborators who all are keen to get their affiliate links, that there they can actually go and promote. I mean, those are going to be like the ones to individuals, because we have memberships for individuals and then the corporate memberships. So that's the only thing that I think could be a little hurdle.
I think, I mean, to be honest, I think you just have, what I would say is if that is a make or break, I wouldn't then rely on us, because it's not a priority for me, especially the external affiliates, right? So if you're happy to use another software that keeps track of all that for you, you know, I can work with you to make sure that we can set it all up if you needed that kind of support. But, you know, it's payments and actually live streaming after that as well. So we're working on the folders and the e-learning. Then it's going to be payments, which is what everybody wants, right? It's just a very big, because it's just a lot of automation that helps everyone. And then what we want to do is we do want to have a live streaming element, in not just a Zoom, but an actual native live stream, so that you can go live in our communities, which you can't at the moment. That's a one big difference.
It's pretty cool, actually, yeah. And that is another unique selling point, because you could just go and do a live stream, send it to all members, and just have that additional engagement, which you wouldn't be able to do so otherwise from a sort of a static platform. Yeah. So I like it. Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's really, I think it's really cool. I think it's getting there. It's a few more tweaks until we can actually, you know, but we started off with our video trainings, PDFs and all this kind of stuff. So that's the first thing that would have to move, actually. Yeah. You know, so, okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Susan, for taking the time. Appreciate it.
If you're okay, can you share your email address with me so then I can kind of stay in touch with you? Because I don't think I have it. So what I'll do is I'll put a flag in my calendar to make sure I come back to you in a couple of months, potentially.
Let me put it in here to chat straight away.
Awesome.
.com.
Comma.com.
Comma.com. Brilliant.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much. I mean, we're
can you also send me have you got a website or something as well that you can
I'll
send along? Send a few bits and pieces over. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. Emma, are you available to hop on a quick Zoom